Morning everybody, and it's Pam Steele, and it's a bit dull out there. It's been a wicked weekend, well, wicked in my sense, not in the younger person's sense, but very windy, very rainy, so we've now got to a little bit of calm, thank goodness. So we're on day 11 of the November lockdown health plan. I hope you've all been getting on well with it. Yes, you can have the odd little relapse, and we'll talk about the cycle of change a bit later on in terms of that's possible as long as you get back on and get back to the plan. So so last week I said December. I don't know why I said that instead of November. Maybe it was because I was wishing time on to when the lockdown finishes in December. But then I thought to myself, well, actually, I would hate to have looked back on the month and thought that I'd completely wasted it watching ridiculous amounts of box sets, although the odd one's nice. And and it would be nice to think, yes, I did follow my health plan. Yeah, I do feel good. I am dropping a little bit of weight and exercising. Did my Peloton exercise today on the spin bike, and I'll tell you a little bit more about that later. But just first of all, I think it's probably worth going through blogs 41 through to 51 from the 29th of May. And that was the lockdown blogs I did earlier this year. And so, yeah, I think that in chapters 41, we looked at my book, Grit Not Shit, and the various chapters of that. And then blog 42 was the chapter on looking at the chapter 10, and started by talking about smart goals, which was, remember, that was specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time limited. 44, we looked at Susie Orbach's comment, in fact it's a feminist issue, talking about the one stone solution. Don't just have a goal of losing weight, have a number of different goals and work on them together, because a lot of, in her book, she said a lot of people would have this goal of losing a stone, never be able to lose it, and never achieve any of the other goals at the same time. So that's no good. Instead, have small, how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. Have small, achievable goals that you can reward yourself with. So, like I was doing when I'd lost my first sort of 7 pounds, and with going and doing a bit of shopping or whatever you feel like doing. I bought a massage machine, well, just a small one, but it was quite good. So rewards. And then in blog 46, that great virtue, patience, how difficult it is in lockdown, but we can, with patience, achieve anything. And I think that's what we don't, not a lot of us have patience. It's something I've been trying to develop the whole of my life. So, patience, a great virtue and one to be nurtured as much as possible. 47, what our body and mind sort of changes as our healthy habits change. So, obviously during this time, we want to make changes to our body and mind, but we want to also achieve these healthier habits. So it takes a while. They say it takes something like, it's a lot. It's about, 28 days or something to actually change a habit. I don't think it's that long, actually. I think that if you continue for a good 10 days, like I did when I was in the Grey Shop Health Spa, I think that is sufficient to change a habit, and particularly if you have a lot of determination. And then there was the cycle of change, which was the contemplation, and then there was the decision, I'm going to do this, then action, then the maintenance, which you're all going through at the moment, And then, of course, the odd relapse, like I said, and then back to maintenance again until you actually achieve your goal. So that's the cycle of change, and helping others as well in terms of that. So those are the sort of various blogs over that time. So if you start from the 29th of May this year, then work your way through those. But helping others, just share the blogs wherever possible. And then, as I said to you, I said I did my Peloton just before I came on this morning. And there was a lady called Amy Love, and she calls her Sunday Love program, which is her Peloton class. And she actually talked about confidence and not just pretending. Now, I do agree with her that gaining confidence is a process. It's a process of practicing a skill set. Yes, but it's not just that. I think that you can, in order to really kick off your skill set and your achievable goals, I think that you can fake it until you make it. So provided you're still trying to make it and not just faking it without doing anything, then it can sort of push you forward. And I think that's why they call it confidence, C-O-N, confidence. So confidence is mainly about self-esteem, self-belief, and but also about this positive thinking, about being able to practice and train to do the skills that you want to do, knowledge, talking to other people, but it's also about how you view it. So, if you really, really want to do something, then you've got to have the confidence in a way, or the self-belief in a way, to actually push yourself forward, to fake it a little bit until you make it. And on that note, there was one other thing I was going to talk about. No, I'll talk about it tomorrow. I think it's called an odd box. So I'm going to add that to my little boxes of things I'm trying out. So I'll tell you all about that tomorrow. Have a lovely day, everybody, and speak to you tomorrow. Bye.